Forecast First, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
If you would like to continue to watch the President's news conference, you can go to WCIA.com. It's streaming there on the news app, and we are streaming it on Facebook right now. You can go over there and continue to watch that. But let's get you to the local aspects of things as far as the weather goes. And wow, it has been just a gorgeous, very warm day across central Illinois. Look at this, 81 in Champaign right now. 80 degrees in Springfield, 79 in Effingham. We're watching the radar, though. The potential for a few storms to pop up is going to occur later on tonight. So we're going to be obviously watching that carefully. But as we take a look here at your evening planner, temperatures into the mid-60s still at 11 o'clock. More about the severe weather chances, not just for tonight, but also tomorrow when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Let these numbers today be a terrible reminder that this pandemic is deadly serious.
And hospitals are preparing what they're doing to make sure there's enough beds for patients. Plus, it is a scary time, and scammers are taking advantage of that. What you need to know so you don't fall victim to their tricks.
Meeting the payroll numbers is a huge struggle.
As thousands apply for unemployment, one business was able to bring a worker back. The good news of a little money going a long way.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
A vaccine will not come in the next few weeks or even the next several months.
And that's why the state is stepping up ways to care for rising numbers of COVID-19 patients in the meantime. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. As the disease continues to spread, hospitals are filling up. As of today, more than 3,000 coronavirus patients have been hospitalized. More than 1,000 are in intensive care. This is in Illinois, and around 800 are on ventilators. 35% of the state's ICU beds are available right now. A little more than half of ventilators are. That's why the governor is working with hospitals across the state to open up space. 600 ventilators have come from the federal government, 100 from the state of California. But the governor is reminding you the best way to stop the spread is staying at home.
Ventilators are critical tools in this fight. They can save lives, but they are not a cure. No magic quantity of ventilators will solve COVID-19 for us. No number of ventilators will make up for a person ignoring our stay-at-home order or not making their due diligence, taking their due diligence in washing their hands and the other orders that we've asked you to follow.
The governor also says more than 1,000 low-risk inmates have been released from state prisons. Now, the Department of Public Health announced more than 1,000 new cases of COVID-19 in Illinois and another 73 deaths, the deadliest day so far. That brings the total cases to more than 13,000. There are now 380 deaths. Macon County is reporting 12 cases. 4 of those are at a senior living facility. They're not saying which one. Ford County announced its first COVID-19 related death. Shelby County has another case. That brings their total to 2. Champaign County now has 67 cases and 1 death. And we are streaming the governor and president's daily news briefings on TV, our Facebook page, and on our app. You're going to want to download it if you haven't yet, the WCIA 3 News app. That's where you can get all the latest information on when your county reports new cases of COVID-19. Now, stopping the spread is a concern for everyone, but leaders in one community say one group in Illinois should be paying more attention to the number of cases among them. WCIA 3's Gabrielle Franklin explains the sense of urgency regarding the illness from Black community leaders.
African Americans lead the amount of confirmed cases and deaths in Illinois. Now leaders are calling on strong voices in the community to lessen the trend. Black people account for 163 deaths in Illinois and 3,853 positive cases. Some people feel the numbers are high because of pre-existing health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure that are prevalent in the Black community. Others think it's because many African Americans work in essential jobs and are still going out every day. The state's NAACP president says she anticipated the illness would hit the Black community hard.
When COVID-19 first came out, we started hearing that it was hitting the Black community more than other communities, and it was being underreported. So I'm not surprised.
Haley is also warning people to take the governor's stay-at-home order seriously, calling on people to only leave home when necessary. Haley also says there needs to be more messages about COVID-19 directed to the Black community. Coming up at 6, we'll hear what one woman in Central Illinois is doing to improve that. In Springfield, Gabrielle Franklin, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Now we have new information on COVID-19 in Christian County. Another person in Taylorville has tested positive, this time at the Correctional Center. The Christian County Sheriff confirms it's a part-time cook at the prison. The woman works in the basement and away from inmates. Emergency managers in Christian County say there have been no new cases stemming from the Rolling Meadows senior living apartments since the initial outbreak a little more than a week ago. The quarantine at those apartments will be reevaluated Friday. There are also no new cases from the Park Glen Senior Complex in that same city. 2 organizations in Champaign are working together to help those impacted by coronavirus. In just a few weeks, they raised thousands of dollars. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays has more.
The United Way of Champaign County and Community Foundation of East Central Illinois realized COVID-19 was going to have a big impact and there would be needs that needed to be addressed. So they did something to help. About 3 weeks ago, the 2 groups put together a COVID relief fund. So far, they have raised nearly $200,000. The money will be used for a variety of things, from rent assistance to everyday necessities.
Some smaller amounts to the local schools for little educational packets for the kids. And we're now getting requests for basic needs, food, shelter, things like that.
The money will help people in Champaign and 7 surrounding counties. They are taking applications now for people who need help with rent. They are getting that information from regional planning and the townships. They will have more information this week about how you can access the other resources. In Champaign, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
They are still looking for more donors. We have that information on our website at WCIA.com on how you can help. To other news now, we have an update on a bike rider who was hit by a semi-truck last week. 46-year-old David Powell was pronounced dead at the hospital last night. The crash happened Friday morning on Route 47 just north of Mahomet. State police say the semi-driver tried to pass Powell, who was riding his bike. Police are still investigating. Teachers aren't in the classrooms right now. How some are still taking time to reach out to students in a creative way. Plus, small businesses are waiting on loans to keep up during the pandemic. Who's helping them out in the meantime?